Welcome to Dodger Stadium, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton, and singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Max Muncy.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you've got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
About to get started here, and today's starter, Clayton Kershaw. Singy always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low twos. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
Here's Xander Bogaerts.
The second baseman, Xander.
And a pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop,
And the batter now, Ha-Sung Kim. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And here it comes. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Bogaerts aboard here at first with nobody out. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And now the lefty in the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Nobody out, runner at first. Got him swinging. He swung.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good
strike. Kershaw, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Ground ball to the right side, and it gets by him. We'll throw to third.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
1 down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And the first offering is not close.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one ripped. That's a base hit. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Over to third, but the throw's offline. The pitch. Line drive. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, they're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm.
Fall off foul.
Hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter at that point.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Padres 1, the Dodgers coming to bat. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Joe Musgrove.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. The wind and the pitch. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Mookie Betts. And he's back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Swings and misses. It's 0-1. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And a foul ball. Turns and fires to Betts. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers down by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And he grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Batting fourth.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Swing and a high fly left field line, but hooking foul. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. And they get Ohtani for the out. 2 away now.
Batting fifth. The third baseman.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Freddie Freeman.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average, and being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast, and they take the lead. It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So 2 down, and next for LA, Will Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. That one the other way. Throws to first in time, and they get the out on Smith. Third out. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Jose Azocar now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
And it's even up. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. To third, Muncy sends it to first. That ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Musgrove back to work. Ground off the middle, that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
It's Teoscar Hernandez. Late swing, fouled off. Big swing and a miss.
No ball. Straight.
Got him. Now one away. Here's Jason Hayward. He was 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game. Goes the bases. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a couple more. It's 5-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Up and in, and it's 1-1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
This to center field. Azocar in position. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting the feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Out to short, Kim. Over to first, and Betts is set down. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started, and here is Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-0. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Fires over to first, and one away in the top of the third. Next for the Padres, Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Kim, in his 4th year, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a native of South Korea.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Whoa.
And he deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So, man aboard, Fernando Tatis Jr., the next up for the Padres. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Settles underneath it. Brings it in for the third out. One left for San Diego. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now Freddie Freeman. They say it went.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Bounce over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Freeman leads off second with nobody out. Foul ball there.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
The throw to first, and they get Ohtani for the out.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And now it's Max Muncy. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 strike.
That's hard hit on the line. Profar pulls that one down to second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a double play. As we go to the top of the 4th. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Kershaw back to work.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
High fly ball out to center field. Outman makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Got him looking. 2 down. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Swung on, belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Profar into second, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jose Azocar. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
In the dirt. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. And down on strikes. And that'll do it. Padres lead one. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom four. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Now a pop-up on the infield. And they get the out on Smith. One up, one down. And the batter now, James Outman. Up and in, 1-0. One out, bases empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, bases empty. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going gone. His second of the year. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jason Hayward. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And now the DH, Matthew Batten. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Base hit, and that turns the lineup over.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Bogarts up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fired to second, to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Man at first, and now Ha-Sung Kim.
1-0.
Way inside.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
And strike 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Hayward pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Manny Machado now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. This one in the dirt.
2 balls, no strikes.
In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Fly ball down the line. And that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low, and that's ball 3. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 left for San Diego. They trail it 6-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Johnny Brito.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's
1 ball,
inside.
1 strike.
Base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And ball 1. Freeman off of first with 2 away. And now 1 and 2.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So the Dodgers leave 1. They lead it, though, 6-1. Top of the 6th inning. The batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
Now the catcher, Campusano.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. And a foul ball. Campusano, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air, left field, down the line. Reaches over the wall, and he He's got it.
The first baseman on the wall,
Two outs, base is empty. Now here is Jake Cronenworth. Yeah, there's a ball. The Dodgers leading by 5 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Bounce to the left side. Throw on to Freeman. That takes care of Cronenworth. And that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the back here in LA, here's Muncy to hit. The right-hander back to work. That one fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
now
Will Smith getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses. And that's too high. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab, one away. And at first, here's the center fielder, James Outman, 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. See you later. That one felt good. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the den. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Stephen Kolek.
Now
this is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 32, Stephen Kolek.
Hard hit, right side. Bogarts with the throw to first. And now 2 gone. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Tommy Edman. Ball 1 there. Movement in the bullpen. Angel De Los Santos preparing to come on if needed. In the air, left field. Profar on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jurickson Profar.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Steps on first for the out. So digging in, Jose Azocar, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. On the mound now, Joe Kelly.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Inside, just mid. In for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the top half of inning number 7.
Okay.
This to third. And he grabs it in foul ground. Outside, and that is ball 4. One gone, runner at first. And next is the designated hitter, Matthew Batten. The Dodgers up big in this one. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one missed. And there's the automatic. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is filled up. And there's ball 4.
Now a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. A little bit low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Azocar over at second. Batten at first. One gone. Hit in the air, center field. Outman drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. 2 on, 2 outs. That one's in there. And that is strike 1. That's in there. Popped in the air. Left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Padres leave a pair. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Kolek back to work. Out towards right center field. Azocar sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. This one in the air, center field. Sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Tag, and he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Pulls that one foul. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Should have this one. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. And the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Fought off foul. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. That's down and in. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Campusano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missing there. Now 1 and 2. And there's a ball. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 3. Caught him looking for the K. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Padres 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Max Muncy at the dish. And that one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 9 and the Padres all set to start the 9th in this one. Now jerks and Profar. Just missed. Just missed. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
At the belt and fires.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the 1st out here in the 9th.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach where you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Moving under this one. Can't get the glove to this one. It falls in. They're still chasing it as he rounds 2nd. And he's there at 3rd with a triple. Now it's the DH, Matthew Batten.
1 ball,
And that skips in the dirt. Slider for a strike. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-1.
That's a strike.
Okay.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Late on that fastball.
2-1.
They're down to their final strike.
2-2.
Kelly is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith collects, fires to first. In time, ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
Well, a big win by 8 runs. And when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Live from Dodger Stadium, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Mookie Betts. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about to get started, and today's starter, Walker Buehler.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
And here comes Sander Bogaerts. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And that's how this game gets started.
First pitch, 6-10.
Next offering is downstairs. And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swings, he misses, struck him out.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break, and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, but I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Ha-Sung Kim in the box now. No balls and a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. 1 out, bases empty. And another ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
So one gone with a runner at third. Stepping in, Manny Machado. And the right-hander deals. And that's a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter
to the right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. High fly ball right field. Hayward drifts towards it, makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the first. Tommy Edman at the plate.
The shortstop, Tommy Edman.
And here it comes. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. And they get Edman for the out. 1 away. Here's Mookie now. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. On the ground. In plenty of time to first. Mookie retired 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman now at the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits.
Ball, that's outside.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. And misses inside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And foul ball. In the air out towards right center. Tatis after it. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one just misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Just missed. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 down.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, the guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty.
Cronenworth runs. Profar gets a piece there. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Kicks and fires. High fly ball down the left field line. Nabs it. The throw in. So 2 down now, and here is Tucupita Marcano. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cronenworth off the first with 2 away. And that's in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Padres leave one. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
King back to work.
Ball.
And ball one. Hit on and missed 96 with that
1 ball,
fastball.
1 strike.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And the righty deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And a pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Left-hand batter waits. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. That one misses, and the count 1-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Fouled off left side. Ground ball up the middle. Gathers and throws to first. And they get the out on Smith.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, get the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. The tying run is in to score from third. We're tied at 1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner on first. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Now this one's crushed down the line. Looking, foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the third, all tied 1-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top half of the third inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jose Azocar. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Azocar in his second season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. And that skips in the dirt. Trying to bunt his way on. Boots it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and looked smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Foul ball there. Azokar gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
The 2-1. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Outside, and that is ball 4. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres.
Oh, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And he's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's to third. Muncy. Here's 1. And that's 2.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Jason Hayward.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Pitch. Hard on the ground at first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Tommy Edman.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Fly to left his first time. Way high there. Ball 1. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Tied up here in the early going. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Now it's Mookie Betts. First time up, he grounded to third. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. We played 3 full innings, and we're tied at 1. Back here in L.A., Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that clips the inside corner. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Next offering is down low. And a good eye there.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Tatis waits. Got him swinging.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
One ball.
Next offering is in the dirt. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
King back to work. And a foul ball. And now it's even up.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And there's 1 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Ohtani, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
1 down, base is empty. Got it by him for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here comes Max Muncy. A double and a run scored his first time up. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Look out!
First base.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Turned on, but foul wide of third. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
2 outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for LA. Still tied 1-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jurickson Profar. And the pitch.
No strike. Ball, that's out.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The 2-1. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That was blasted to the moon, and that gives him the lead. It's 2-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all right.
Tucupita Marcano digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That one ripped. Hayward brings it in with a nice running grab. Jose Azocar will hit next. Oh, that one called a strike. 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Wouldn't chase that time. And that's in the dirt. One out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
2-2 count.
That one off the mark, and now it's 3-2. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Out to center. Snags it for the second out. Now a long throw to first. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that is that. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now at the plate, James Outman. Here comes a pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. And now Teoscar Hernandez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball one. Swings through that.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Now he breaks his bat. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 so far. First offering misses badly for ball one. He was late there. Strike one.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And the pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 2-1. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Down the third baseman, Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. That's down and in. A slider missed. Machado checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Brusdar Graterol.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That missed inside, and it's 2-0. That one ripped, but foul. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Outside low. 3-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job.
Muncy sends it to first, and it's a 1-2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the batter will be the shortstop, Tommy Edman. And the right-hander back to work. High fly ball out into left center field. Profar settles under it, makes the grab, and they get Edman for the out. And there's one down. Here's Mookie Betts now. There's a swing and a miss. Betts goes 5 feet 9 inches. A member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Turns and fires to Betts. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And we're all square. It's 2-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One out, base is empty. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. That's to third. Slides for the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it requires going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Up the middle. Gets it to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Ball 1 there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And another ball.
2-2 count.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Profar climbs in on that left side. This one popped up. 2 down. Tucupita Marcano, the next up for the Padres. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. And that's down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Muncy digs in. And a pitch. That misses. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Johnny Brito, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Kolek getting loose as well. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. In the air, out towards left center. Profar makes the grab, and there's one down. And here is Will Smith. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. That one ripped left field. Way back there. And that one's gone. He'll touch them all. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with the home run. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a new pitcher on now, Johnny Brito.
Now, pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, James Outman. Righty delivers. Line drive. Tatis makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Up next,
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball. The 0-1. That one the other way. And a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on the plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And there's a strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. And another ball. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth takes it to the bag. What a play. Inning over. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the 8th, and now the center fielder, Jose Azocar. The right-hander back to work. That misses the zone. 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss. Just got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. And out. Chasing the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Next for the Padres, Ha-Seong Kim. First pitch, not close. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Tommy Edman. Brito back to work. He swings and fouls one off. Missed with a changeup. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. And there's one away. Here's Mookie Betts. He's already homered in this game. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That one fouled off. Betts over at first with one away. The pitch. That one a little bit high. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Trying to get him to chase on a changeup that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Kicks and fires. Hammered. And now maybe extra bases. Betts around second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's a strike.
0-1.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Late with the swing there. Bullpen action for the Padres. Angel De Los Santos up and loosening in the pen. Wilson also throwing. That one missed. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And now 2-2. 1 run across to the frame so far. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of them.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's 5-2. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
catcher in the game, Angel De Los Santos.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Now it's going to be Will Smith.
0-1's the count.
Now they've got him in a rundown, and they tag him out. They put 2 on the board. Here's Machado, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Misses off the inside, and that's ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
Look at that right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Struck him out looking.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy in the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And that's in for a strike. Struck him out swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Campusano. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. 1 strike away. And that'll do it.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series, so you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for good things down the stretch.
And your final score, 5-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Los Angeles Dodgers are in position to sweep this 3-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. just about ready to roll here. And on the mound today, Tony Gonsolin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The why to kick the pitch. Good eye right there. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Got him. One away. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Fastball for a strike. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
And down on strikes. And there's two down.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Off the mark there, 2-1.
2-1.
Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits. Rip towards third. Zips it across, and that is that. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Here's Kike Hernandez. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
No, that's that stuff right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Mookie now. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. That's inside. And that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. This one high in the air to left center. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. And Betts is gone. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Freddie Freeman. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings to first. And Freeman is retired. And that is that. Dodgers down in order. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second, stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. That's inside. Out to short. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Throws to first. 1 out in second. And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Second inning here, no score. Foul ball, still 0-2. Way high.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And the righty deals. And that one is in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And there is another strikeout. 1 left for San Diego. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Darvish back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. And makes the grab. 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Darvish, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. One down, base is empty. That misses. Now 1 and 2. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A massive home run. His second homer this series. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Chris Taylor now. And that one is inside ball 1. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Dodgers. That's in there. 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swings through that one. 0-1. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. One run across in the frame so far here in the third and final game of the series. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. New inning getting started, and now it's Tirso Ornelas. Top of the zone for a called strike. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Right side. Hayward moving under it. Puts it away for the out. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Xander Bogaerts. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Squeezes it, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Jason Hayward. And a pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Hayward, the multi-Gold Glove Award winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
And the 0-2. And delivers outside. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The wind of the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. 1-2 now. On the ground to short, Kim. On to first.
Out.
One gone, bottom of the third inning. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Kike Hernandez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Right side. Bogaerts fields it cleanly. 2 up, 2 down.
That's an out.
Now back, second baseman.
Here's Mookie to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Out to short, Kim. Whips it to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Back here in LA, here's Manny Machado. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that's in the dirt. And the count's full. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Machado is gone, and there's one away. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Gosigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. And another ball.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Upstairs. And he walked him.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
2-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
That smash towards center. Taylor calls it in, and there's 2 away. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to Tatis runs. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some.
That one lifted to left, and that'll fall for a base hit. Around third, he scores to tie it up. It's 1-1, and he's got a double.
Well, it's a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Go-ahead run on base. Digging in is the switch-hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar.
1-0.
First pitch misses. And there's a ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Hooks and misses. It's a strikeout. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th, Freddie Freeman up to the dish. The pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And it's gone. It's his 8th home run of the year. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And now it's Max Muncy. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
And that's outside. And the count 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Will Smith now at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swings through that one.
0-1.
2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
So now a pinch hitter, Diego Cartaya. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Taylor now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3. Staying in the game on defense, Diego Cartaya. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Also entering the game, Miguel Rojas. He's in at shortstop.
Number 11.
Marcano stands in now and watches strike one. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hayward makes the grab, and there's one away. Next to hit, Tirso Ornelas. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. The Padres down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th.
No, that's down.
A little bit low.
That's
just
down.
missed.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire to give him the call.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Just shy of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bogarts in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Dodgers up by 2 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Chopped left side. And foul ball. And here it comes. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Bogarts off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
That's down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Padres leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Teoscar Hernandez.
Yep.
And he chases that one below the zone. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Misses outside. Now 1-2.
1-2.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate.
Ball.
And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Jason Hayward, grounded out to short in his first trip. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
To first, and he beats it.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. First and third, 2 away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Activity in the bullpen. Stephen Kohler getting ready to go. Brito warming up as well. 2 on, 2 outs. That's off the mark. 2-1.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Swing, and that ball smashed out of line. Ornelas makes the grab on the run. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of the 6th inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado. Called strike right there. Machado, a former Gold Glove winner, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
And that just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat. Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release.
It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. That pitch clips the outside corner. Going 1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Quick feed to second for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's some real power at the plate. Shohei Ohtani. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Stephen Kohler. He's into the game with the bases empty. Muncy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still fighting.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Right-handed reliever. Runner on the go. To third. Sends it across to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Taylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0. Hey. 1-1.
That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Up next,
Teoscar Hernandez digs in down. And a swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Muncy on at second with 2 down. Out to short, Kim. Slings it across, and Hernandez is out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
J.P. Fireisen on to pitch here. And he deals. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They can get right back in this ballgame if you're not careful.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul. And that skips into dirt. And another ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1. Bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Jason Hayward. Swings through that.
No ball, 1 strike.
Way high with that one. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. We found a way to just get it by him.
Kicks and deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Ornelas makes a nice run at catch. Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 3. And he swings and misses at the
No
initial
ball.
offering.
One
Threw
strike.
that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder. Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 7th. He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here as they hold on to a 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Tirso Ornelas.
0-1.
At the belt and fires. Foul ball there. The punch out there. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Got him swinging.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Yep.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
2 outs. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that'll back here in LA onto the bottom of the 8th. And now it's going to be Freddie Freeman. Swing and a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
So man aboard, Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Run comes in from second. It's 5-1. He's in there.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Here's Muncy to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And strike 2.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And up next for Los Angeles, Diego Cartaya. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base base hit. The run scores from third. It's 6-1.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Right-hander kicks, deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Back-to-back singles.
So they turn things over to the righty, Steven Wilson. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And here is Teoscar Hernandez. There's a swing and a
No
miss.
ball. One strike.
And a curve misses outside.
One ball. One strike.
Bounce to third. Machado over to second for one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Padres 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the 9th, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Right there.
That misses the zone. 2-0. And that's downstairs and outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Fly ball center field. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trinan, 35 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball. 3-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Trinan is just 1 strike away. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
We'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers have won 4 in a row.
A really nice 3-game home series sweep. They came out and, from the first game of this series, really had a determination to play fundamentally sound baseball. They came up with the big hit when they needed it. Pitchers came in. They got the big outs when they needed it. So all the way around, a collective effort that has produced a nice little series sweep.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final light for this afternoon.
1.